Okay, what is good, guys? So today I'm going to be doing a trade recap on how I lost about $77 trading the S&P 500 and Nasdaq. So let's get straight into it. So the first trade I ended up taking was actually a long to data highs. So as you can see, we actually had a nice little pullback. Going into market open, I wanted to see us have some form of manipulation, whether it was bearish or bullish. We ended up having some bullish manipulation. So we went down and we took lows, internal manipulation. We also tapped into this bullish for value gap, respected it, and displaced out of it. And then we also had a change in state of delivery. As we can see there, I'm going to zoom in some because I ended up actually taking my trade on the 1 minute. So we took this internal low, then I waited for us to displace past both of these bears for value gaps. We did. And once we got above this change in state of delivery, I took my entry, put my lows down, put my stop loss down here, and my take profit at these data highs. I actually ended up getting edged by like 3 points, bro. As you can see here, it was literally that close to hitting take profit, and then we dumped to break even. So that was a break even trade for me. Extremely unlucky. Honestly, going forward though, I actually learned something though from that. Going forward, I'm gonna offload most of my position whenever I get close to take profit like that, and just have my runners go to take profit, or I'm just gonna move my take profit a little below the highs, so that way I can kind of avoid getting edged like that overall. And then my second trade I actually took was on ES. So on ES, I noticed we had a bearish SMT at highs. Then we also had a little change of state, and then we inversed this bullish for value gap. And I just thought we would dump. And for some reason, I entered at this inversion, targeting this low. And my stop loss placement was so random. So I ended up actually getting stopped out for this, but we did go to take profit. So I lost about $77 here. I kind of risked light because this wasn't the best trade. I honestly shouldn't have taken this. Like, it wasn't fully my model. I should have just waited for another day and got off after break even. But for some reason, I took it. I learned from this low. I should not take these trades anymore, especially these stupid inversion trades like this. Like, my stop loss placement was so random. That's why I got stopped. Like, the idea was right, but my stop loss placement was not there. So that was a stupid loss. I did journal this trade a little. I use Notion to journal my trades. So here are all my rules that I use. And today was January 13th. I was bullish on the day, took a long. My reason was internal manipulation, all that. And yeah, so this was my journaling. That was my recap for today, though. I just kind of wanted to go a little more, have a little more in depth trade recap on my day today, and have something to look back on, reflect. Hopefully, this helps whoever's watching this. Maybe if you're a beginner trader or something, maybe you'll learn something from my trade recaps. I really appreciate you guys for watching. If you have not already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're interested in buying any Alpha Futures accounts, I have a code. Use code JO1 and you get 10% off of any accounts. And sometimes we have holiday deals and you get like way more off. But for now, it's 10% off of any accounts. Just use code JO1 and just make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join my Discord if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.